I love to create interactive cards and try out new stencils and stencil techniques. In this video, I'm sharing a bunch of cards I made with new dies and stencils. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and if you follow me, you know I am a die cut addict. When I see new interactive dies, I just can't resist them. Isn't this card made with the Adriana pop-up easel set from Poppy Stamps gorgeous? The die makes a beautiful easel card, so it'll lay flat to mail, of course, and then stand up, and you can see that it is an easel. And then when you open it, even the shape of the die is, you know, the card is in that very cool shape. I just love it. And then when you add, it makes a beautiful card no matter what you put in that oval center. But I used the Altenew Sweet Spring Stencil, which is a layering stencil, and 2 colors of purple and 2 colors of green, and made that gorgeous stenciled center with this beautiful die set. I'm trying to make it so you can see the whole thing. But I just love how that turned out, and I know I'm going to be using that die many more times. Another interactive die that I couldn't resist was this Peekaboo Fancy Edge Slimline die from Rubbernecker. I stenciled the background of both the card base and this top piece with a stencil from a Colorful Life Designs, and I thought the peekaboo doors would be perfect for a knock-knock joke for kids. So it says knock knock, and then in there you see a really cute owl, and that is a Karen Berniston die. And then this one says who's there, and another cute owl, and it says owls. Owls who? Yes, they do. Isn't that cute? And this one has the glasses. I think that's adorable. And then on the inside I have another owl. Owl, always love you. And then I have a goal to use all my new dies and all my new stencils, you know, and then put them away before I added a pretty piece with the Geometric X Slimline die from Rubbernecker, and actually that border is another slim Rubbernecker die. So I'm trying to use all of my new dies and my new stencils and sharing with you, and then going to send out to some of my favorite kids and people. I just started a new bi-monthly subscription with Stamplerations, and I am receiving 3 brand new Slimline stencils for only $15, and that includes shipping. So that is a real bargain. Now if you prefer, you can get 3 every month, or you can get 3 bi-monthly. So I chose the bi-monthly, so I'm going to get 3 new stencils, Slimline stencils, every other month. Now you can choose which of the Slimline stencils that are already on the website for your whatever you want to get, if you want. But I had quite a few of them already, so I went with the plan. I decided just to get 3 brand new ones that weren't even on the website yet. So I got, these are 2 of them. One of them is called Shards, and one of them is called Mod Squares, and I combine them to make the front of this card as well as the truck. So you can see obviously that Slimline stencils do not have to be used for Slimline cards. But one thing I always wanted to try, and I've had these for a very long time, I have Distress Oxide sprays. I'm sure regular Distress sprays work too. But when these came out, I got a couple colors, only a couple, to give them a try, and I never did try them. And so what I did was, for the background of this card, I took one of the stencils and laid it down and sprayed the orange, and then I put the other one on top and sprayed the blue. So and then I even spattered some of the brown around, kind of a mixed media look. I was looking to make a masculine birthday card. So that was easy to do. And on the front here are some new, I made this truck bringing you a load of, and then when you open it up, you see the inside is interactive, bringing you a load of birthday wishes. So this was made with that stencil, one of those stencils as well. And I used the My Favorite Things Die-namics shutter card components die to make this element that opens up. Now you can make shutter cards without a die, but I never had any success getting them to work properly. This makes it really easy. So I love that fun interactive look. And then the truck and the presents and this frame here are all dies from Dies to Die For at shopscrapbook101.com. So this is the old farm truck set, and it has wheels and other things, of course, in there. And then there's a wrapping paper set, which was cool for Christmas, but I decided to put some gifts in the back of the truck that were bringing you a load of birthday presents. And then, of course, this is one of my favorite dies. It is the Torn Edge Nesting Rectangle. So it makes it so much more interesting to have that torn edge on there, and that layering die set. You get a lot of dies. So once again, bringing you a load of birthday wishes. And of course, more details on all these cards and links to the products used will be in the description box. My favorite of all the Slimline stencils I have received from Artplorations, which is a division of Stamplerations, is this kitty stencil. And I have used it quite a bit already, and I just love her. And I put her with gold glitz, you know what I'm saying, gold glitz glitter gel. That was just too many G's there. Glitz glitter gel from Gina K and Thermoweb. And I put it on the front of this card. But just look at what happens when I pull on this string. The top stands up, and you have places for secret messages here and here. I have "You Are a Treasured Friend" and "Missing You," which is of course so appropriate. I used the Trinity Stamps Slimline Surprise Interactive Die Set to create this. I've seen this done, of course, in just regular A2, but this one in slimline size just really appealed to me. And it lays flat, of course, and then they open it up like that. And then on the back I said "Sending Hugs." I'm sending this out to a good friend for a Galentine card, I guess you could say. And I'm going to show you how I made that card, or at least a version of it. I'm all out of the gold glitz glitter gel, so I decided to create a version with the third new Slimline stencil I received from Artplorations in this month's shipment, and it's called Floral Joy. So it has 3 flowers on there, and I'm going to also use a new color of glitz glitter gel that I got, which is Turquoise Sea. So I'll start with this part. You don't have to create this card with acetate, but I just really like the look that you can see through the acetate to that pretty paper. So I am going to do that. I always put this on to make sure that the gel does not harden. I haven't had too much trouble with this brand, but some brands, they really harden if you don't put that in there. So I am going to apply the Glitz glitter gel through the stencil. So not only are you going to get that beautiful glitz and glitter, you get that lovely pattern as well. And of course you just want to make sure all the holes have the gel in them. And then we'll remove our purple tape. And lift up the stencil. I have a stencil bath over here off camera. I don't want that gel drying on there. And you can see that gorgeous pattern on the acetate. I just love the look. And this takes quite a while to dry, especially on the acetate. I normally leave it overnight when I put this on acetate. I don't know that it takes that many hours, but it takes quite a while, and you don't want to be touching it, you know, to see. So we're going to set that aside to dry. And I have done one in advance and cut it down to fit on the front of this card. So on the card that I'm making, I am using a couple stamps from this really cool set from My Favorite Things called I Miss Your Hugs. And I just think it's just perfect for these times, virtual hug, can't wait to hug you. On the piece that's going to be pulled up, I have a paper hug for you. Now I have cut a 4x9 base of thicker cardstock. Now you can cut just a regular slimline card and put this on top and then have it open, but I decided just to have a flat, you know, a piece that doesn't open. But on the back I die cut stitched slimline die that comes from Pink Fresh Studios, and then I stamped it with my favorite stamp from this set. When I do get to hug you, prepare for a hell of a squeeze. It's surely to happen. And what I like to do too is to take that same stencil that I showed you and just add some light color on the top there, or anywhere. You could have put, I could put another flower down there. So I just added a little color with some pink there. And I have cut out the pieces here to show you how easy it is to make this slimline card that stands up. So there are two main pieces in the set, and this one I've cut out of a designer patterned cardstock, and then there's this one is for the white. Well, it doesn't have to be white, but it's for the piece that's going to be pulled up. Okay, so I have cut those up. And you also get a couple like zipper pieces and a tag top in that set from Trinity stamps. So when you cut this piece out, there are some lines that are scored in there, and you fold the center one down in a mountain fold, and you fold this one up and you fold this one up. So that is the piece that you're going to pull up. And from the back there is this tab piece here, this end piece. You're going to add some strong two-sided tape down there. And you're going to take this white piece, and this is the top, although it wouldn't have to be, but it has the rounded edges. So you're going to line this piece up with the top, and you want the sides to be even with about the same amount of space on each side, and you're going to attach it just to that piece here, that strip of two-sided tape that I put on this tail piece. If I can get this up. It's starting. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this, make sure it's right side up. I'm going to line it up along the top. I'm going to make sure the sides are pretty even. And then I'm going to press down on that tape. And then we can pull that up. And then I'm going to trim this bottom off. Right along the bottom. Now I have a little, I just punched a little circle and put a little string in there, and I'm going to make it a little bit easier to pull this white part out with that. So I'm just going to use a glue dot to attach that. I don't want to go out too far with this because you want this to fit into a Slimline envelope, but just enough to help the person know that they should pull on it. Okay, and then I have already stamped, I did it again, didn't I? No, that's right. Okay. I stamped here, that's going to come out, and then I stamped on this piece that's going to appear when you pull it up. So I normally have my favorite thin strips that I use all the time on cards like this and shaker cards, but I'm all out. So what I did is I took a piece of mounting tape and I actually cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. So this is a very skinny piece of mounting tape that I'm going to put along just right on the side here. You don't want to have the white piece touch it at all. So right up to the edge. I think that bottom might show just a little bit. And then I have another piece that's going to go down here. And what I like to do, I thought I had that out, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I like to take my EK Success powder tool and just go along the edge of these. You want it, of course, to stick to the card base, but you don't want that white piece to stick to these. So I'm just going to add a little powder along the sides there. And then I just want the sides to stick down. But not to the white piece. so you can see that you can read my paper hug for you, my dear friend, and this piece is going to go up and down. And then this is the part that you're going to attach the focal piece, and in this case it is some beautiful aqua blue flowers, and I attached that with glue dots on the bottom part only, but just behind the Glitz glitter gel, and then they don't show. So one more here maybe. And we are going to take this and attach it to the pattern paper so that it will lay flat. And then when the recipient gets it, I knew that was a little tight over there, wasn't it? I'll have to fix that. The one side, the mounting tape was just a little too close, but I know I can fix that. But take my word, it's going to stand up as the kitty does. Let me stop and fix that and get right back. Okay, that was easy enough to fix. It just was sticking on the one side. It was just a little too close, but now the element is moving up and down, and you can see those beautiful aqua flowers in the acetate, and then it will lay flat to mail. And then on the back, a stitched slimline die with "When I do get to hug you, prepare for a hell of a squeeze." I am going to send this out to a special friend that I'm missing and can't wait to hug. I hope my cards have inspired you to try some stencils and dies that I've shared. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.